So what this is an introduction to what happened on the day. Thousands of people was there. It all went off peacefully. That's my observation. I was there, I was a witness. No police interaction needed. Everybody peaceful. And just how you'd expect it. But what I didn't expect, I must admit, is the police at the end of the day to disturb the peace. This was a family event. There were lots of people there. Babies in prams, toddlers, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, teenagers, adults. And I think there was one guy there who was about 100 years old. So this video serves as an example of how people can have fun and have an understanding that's alternative to what the mainstream media and the government propagate. So as controversial as that might be, these are people who are happy people having fun in the park with an alternative view to what mainstream media are spreading about.
Oh, how you doing, Banner Man? Yeah, an amazing turnout, a couple of 100,000 easy. Easy. And the police did their job, bless them. They kept the peace, exactly what they're meant to be doing, and that was amazing. Thank you, London Met Police. You did an amazing job, and you allowed us to do exactly what we're allowed to do, political rally, which is our right, our birthright. Peaceful, no arrests, no issues, no injuries. So what you got to let us do, guys, is let us do what we need to do. No harm, no hurting, no deaths, no murders. It's all positive, man, all positive. Look at the energy, look around at this people. Hundreds of thousands of people in Hyde Park.
Very superstitious. Darren, you might be Darren behind me. Riding on the road. Hello, mate. Very superstitious. Hey! Weather's about to fall.
It's been amazing today. It's been a very good day. We had the police on side with us, which is what we wanted. Otherwise, the TSG would have stormed in as they usually do. So yeah, it's been a very good day.
Come on, Hyde Park.
Started marching, the police come up to us and said, "Where's your route?" We told them the route, we told them where we was going, and they left us alone.
Wash your face and rip me up your purpose. Do all that you can.
I know with music and creativity that is able to unlock such amazing things in us. We're able to express ourselves and unite and really understand and focus and create wonders for ourselves. It's amazing what happens when you focus. And right now, I'm doing my best to spread the fucking truth and the light and trying to give people insight. It's that simple. The fucking law states we can fucking oppose war and tyranny. That is an alienable right, simple as that.
Just a quick question for you. Obviously,
I can't give answers, sorry mate. You're going to have to speak to our press team.
Is your press team here?
They're not, sadly enough, no, but let's speak to them online. Thank you very much for your time.
I don't want your bad.
Hello, sir. Yeah.
I do believe you might be moving people on shortly. It's my understanding, because obviously there's a bigger police presence now.
No, there's not a bigger police presence at all.
Well, they seem to be congregating together in small groups, you see. The
We'll
police.
tell you a fact that
Yeah.
10 serials have been dismissed off this event.
Have they?
Yeah.
So there's not more
So we're
people here,
thinning
there's
out.
less people
Oh, right,
here.
okay. Well,
They're thinning
are you going to start moving people on
Nope.
soon?
No.
All
Why?
right, no, I just wondered.
Is there any reason to?
At some point, somebody in the Metropolitan Police decided to seize the equipment was a good thing to do. So what about a dynamic risk assessment?
You need to stand up, stand with your people, stand together, stand and march with your people. On the next event, come out, come and stand with us, and we need to make a change.
If you see the person there, that's Resistance GB with the camera on the left. Now I would recommend anybody go to watch his video footage of the police entering the musicians' band area.
Today I'm at Newcastle, I'm at Wales, Scotland, Bradford. They're from all over the place today. It's been brilliant. Manchester, you know, all over. So that's it. Get them all together, get them fired up. And the more we have, it's peaceful. We had in the Fracky days, we were told if we get the numbers down, the police said, we can't police it. We can't police it, the police are sick of it.
So if a police officer's decision is not to make a dynamic risk assessment before they send in 20 to 40 police officers into the crowd, then what's the purpose of having the risk assessment? So little did people know at this time, all having fun, the police were planning to seize the equipment. Now I am not aware of anybody asking these musicians to pack up the stuff and leave, but that's the claim that the police will make later on. In my opinion, looking at the footage there, the police gained nothing and only served to incite a peaceful gathering. This is what I call political policing, and it looks like there's violence being inflicted upon the police, and yes, I would say there is, but also I would say the police are inflicting violence back. So who started it first? I'm not really sure. Did somebody throw a punch? Did somebody swing a baton? Could all this have been avoided? Well, yes, it could have been avoided, and I do believe this is a retaliation and a reaction to what the police have done. So somebody high up in the ranking police divisions has made a decision to send in their own police officers without a dynamic risk assessment. In my opinion, this kind of policing without a dynamic risk assessment should never, ever take place. And you'd think the police would know better, because it were like sending lambs to the slaughter. At this point, the police have got no option but to defend themselves. Obviously, they've been sent in there. They never expected it. If they did, they wouldn't have gone in. So this is the training kicking in now to stop people attacking them. So anybody throwing items at the police now, it's a criminal act. You know, that shouldn't be done. But at the same time, the police should never have gone in. Not without a proper dynamic risk assessment. So as you can see, there's members of the crowd trying to stop people attacking the police, because not everybody there wants violence. The majority of people here are peaceful, and the vast majority of people who come out on the protest today were peaceful people. And it just goes to show that you don't need police to police a large crowd, because a large crowd polices itself. There is no incitement to violence. There is a big disconnect between the police and the British public now, and this has built up over time, and it doesn't help by police officers being put into situations where even they themselves will sometimes criticise to themselves and to some of the colleagues, but not to their superiors, because if they question their superiors, they run the risk of losing their job. So what kind of person does it take to be a police officer these days? That's an interesting question. We do need a police force, and yes, they do need to be able to follow orders, but reasonable, rational orders. We need a fully functioning police force. And some of these police officers, they don't know their ass from their elbow. Because at the end of the day, I saw some police there that just didn't know what to do. There was one police officer in the middle of a crowd between two platoons of police officers. And it just goes to show that the police didn't know what they were doing in Hyde Park. Almost like they were new recruits, less than 3 years into the job.
Let's go, move! Move! Yes, out of the way now! Wait, move! Right, section! Right, back up! Get back here!
Been asking simple questions. Perhaps you officers can help. I know that's your role in life. Why did you do that? Who told you? Who told you to do that madness? Who told you to attack? Who told you to attack? Why did you attack us? What did we do? Why did you attack us? Why did you have to be violent? Why did you do that? What was the reason? Attacking you. Why did you do it? What was the point? A peaceful event, and you attacked. What for? No answer. No answer. No answer. Yeah, we don't want your kids to be jabbed unnecessarily. We're protecting your rights. And all of you have broken the rules as well. Don't fucking lie to us. you and that guy standing in a black cap with a camera, you have broken the rules at all, we know that. Every single one of you has broken these so-called rules. Last week, there were 50,000 kids in the park here smoking cannabis. You never arrested any of them, did you? You never arrested any of them. So why have you come for us? Why have you come for us? What have we done? Why have you come for us? We were peaceful, totally peaceful, but you turned that situation into violence. We were totally peaceful, and you made it violent.
Think about what you're doing! Think about it! Think about it!
The whole afternoon was peaceful. People were having a festival atmosphere, dancing and singing, enjoying themselves. And last week there were 50,000 kids here smoking cannabis, and not one of them was arrested by the police. Completely left in peace, right? So here we are. We were down to about 1,000 people, and then the police officer, the senior commander, decided they want to make a show of it. So what does he do? He marches a Praetorian guard of police officers, about 40 of them, in formation, like a soldier formation, right into the middle of the crowd. I mean, guaranteed to drive people angry. And then they grabbed Nacho. Then they grabbed Nacho, drag him across, force him on the floor, and then you could see on the face of the police they were scared. And they didn't want to do it. They spent the afternoon not doing that, and then suddenly they start attacking people. Complete and absolute madness. And then everyone surrounded them on the way back, because they were only a small number of coppers. So then they were all scared. You could see fear in their eyes, right? But also, more importantly, utter insecurity at what they're doing, feeling that what they're doing is not right. You know, if you're righteous in what you're doing, even if you're attacked by people, you don't mind. You're like, you know, they can do what they like to me. I feel righteous what I'm doing. They don't feel righteous what they're doing. They know what they're doing is not only wrong, immoral and unethical, but probably also criminal. And yet, they know their network will protect them. That's the game. And so suddenly they march in with ridiculous numbers of police to make a show, you know. Hyde Park, you see, even though they've got large numbers, it's very difficult to control Hyde Park. You start attacking people, who are you going to attack? If we're all in one little group, okay. But once you move a little bit further, families, people out picnicking, wealthy people from Mayfair, you don't know who they're going to attack. And that's the advantage we've got in Hyde Park. Hyde Park is a natural home of protest.
Why would you do that? Is it for the BBC? Is it to go on TV? Is it just for the TV? Why would you do that?
Mate, fucking they're coming up charging in the light infantry. What do they expect? What do they expect? But we didn't come there for this shit. We didn't come down for this. We come down for love and fucking peace. And then you lot started bullshit. What, for the cameras? For the papers?
Mate, seriously, do yourself a favour.
A police officer is supposed to make a decision based on discretion and proportionality. There's no discretion and proportionality in this. And if you compare it with last week, 50,000 kids smoking dope, if you compare it with all the Kill the Bill demonstrations that have been going on, which have been blatantly, verbally, extremely aggressive to the police, that is totally, our event was totally friendly, peaceful, affable, and communicating with the police in a very pleasant manner as well.
You guys need to join us. Uniforms will only have so much protection.
They knew that to go into that group there would inevitably, and arrest someone, would inevitably cause a conflict. And that conflict then they could use. These officers were used as, if you like, scapegoats. They knew a tiny number of officers going to arrest them. Obviously not a logical decision. And so the reason they did it was precisely what you say, because they wanted to have an element of conflict that they could then try and use anti-lockdown protesters attack police after wild festival in the park. You know, that's their game.
So can you explain why the police started a fight?
They didn't start a fight. So
No, they did.
They seized some music equipment.
Yeah, well, that's
The
ridiculous.
organisers were informed of it, however no one refused to comply, so unfortunately it got seized.
Right, so you just
under
started
licensing.
fighting. So you just decided to start a fight.
We didn't start fighting.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we're going to have a difference of opinions, aren't we, on the matter?
It's a decision typical of the current leadership of various police departments, and I've been told by police officers in the police force that there are divisions inside the police, people who have been fighting for, if you like, power inside the police and are trying to oust Cressida Dick.
Officers, stand with us.
Mate, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. Go away.
Move away, mate. Go away, move away.
Go away. Oh, you're running.
Yeah. Is it this one? This one.
No, look what they're doing.
Is it throwing batons as well? This one. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Are they taking you home? Are they taking you home?
I hope so.
It's for his safety. Okay? Just stop it. You're fine.
I've got the right to film.
You are safe? No. Who are you? Who are you from? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Welcome. Have you seen Subject Access?
Yeah, nothing about it.
This guy just stole a baton apparently off a policeman. I think in there. He's a French guy.
No, it's not one.
There was no protest, it was a peaceful march. There was no protest, it was a peaceful march.
Lovely. Ils ont mis des gens autour.
There was no protest, it was a peaceful march.
I found that policing very shocking. No dynamic risk assessment. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time the police are out, they are out in full riot gear. That would not surprise me, because they'll use this for political reasons, as if the people did something wrong And yes, they did. Some of the people threw things. That was wrong. Nobody will condone violence, or should do. But at the same time, policing is a professional job. We need a fully functioning police force and somebody who can make the right decision, who can do dynamic risk assessments before sending in police officers for political gain. That was to me like a sacrifice